the representative of the Russian Federation for his statement. I now give the floor to the representative of Indonesia.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for continuing this important debate in the wake of the ICJ 75th anniversary and the 100th anniversary of the Statute of the Permanent Court of International Justice on 23rd December 2020. I also would like to thank Judge Yusuf, President of the ICJ, for his comprehensive briefing. Indonesia firmly believes that while the ICJ and the Security Council have different powers and roles, both organs are striving in their respective capacities to promote and advance the fulfillment of the basic principles and objective of the Charter of the United Nations. Having said that, let me make three brief points. First, a mutually beneficial relationship between the Council and the ICJ. From our interaction with the Court during Council session, we share the common view that international peace and security, as envisaged by the drafters of the Charter, also rests on effective cooperation between both bodies. It is unquestionable that the ICJ is a fundamental part of the international system for maintaining peace and security. So it stands to reason that strengthening the relationship of both parties could indeed advance and promote the achievement of that objective. Indonesia, therefore, believes that the Council must be encouraged to undertake more dialogue and interaction with the ICJ in the exercise of its mandate. We are separate bodies, but we are complementary one to another, and we need to take advantage of the best of each body. That leads me to my second point, which is the essential role of international law to the maintenance of international peace and security. International law plays a critical role in promoting stability and order in international relations. For the drafters of our founding charter, justice and law are the fundamental condition for international peace and security. They wanted to see an international community grounded in law. And as we are now living in a challenging time, when unfortunately disputes are on the rise in various parts of the world, it is important to prevent the escalation of such disputes and to try whenever possible to resolve them following appropriate legal procedures. That is exactly what the Council, in close cooperation with the ICJ, must strive for. Rest assured that the attitude of Indonesia toward international law, particularly with respect to peaceful settlement of dispute, including through the court, has and will always be supportive. For Indonesia, together with our neighbor Malaysia, in 1997, we choose to accept the ICJ's jurisdiction, and we have remained bound by its decision. That brings me to my final point, the interaction between both principal organs of the United Nations. The UN Charter clearly provides tools to the Council to peacefully settle dispute between states by making use of the court jurisdiction in such cases or to request advisory opinions of it on legal questions that arise in the Council work. On the suggestion of Judge Yusuf of an expanded dialogue between the Security Council and the ICJ, there are merits to explore further how the Council and the Court could engage and enhance its cooperation within the statutes and mandates. Mr. President, Indonesia believes that stronger relation with the Court will assist the Council in its work. We should continue to explore ways and means to reinvigorate and reinforce the relation between both parties. We are fully convinced that this is in the interest of peace between and among nations. To that end, Indonesia calls on all members of the Council to remain united in our support of the work of the Court. I thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the President of Indonesia for his statement. And I